Grace, my Bernese Mountain Dog. I've had her since she was 8 weeks old. She was quite a mischievous puppy. She at one point decided that the entire Denver Yellow Pages needed to be shredded in my backyard. That took about 2 years to pull out of the hedges. She was a mischievous puppy, but she's turned out to be just an awesome adult. Last summer, though, she started to vomit, acted like she had an upset stomach. I did take her to the emergency room, and they found a small piece of bone lodged in her intestine, which required emergency surgery to remove.
When surgery was done to remove the foreign body, there was a grapefruit-sized lymph node inside the abdomen.
Surviving that surgery, we had to start addressing the lymphoma that was present.
There are many chemotherapy protocols available to treat lymphoma. There's a very commonly used combination of chemotherapy drugs referred to as CHOP. The drugs have been around for a long time and they're wonderful chemotherapy drugs. So the veterinarians who were involved in her care initially started her on that combination protocol.
I didn't want to just continue with that. I wanted to really focus in on, specifically what was going to work best for her. So that was part of my motivation to bring her over to Dr. Elmslie.
We did an ultrasound when Grace first presented and found that there had been dramatic reduction in the size of the lymph nodes down to the size of marbles, but it wasn't in complete remission.
And that's where a specialist really, knows they're really valuable, because they know all the current research and what can be done in more specifically for a disease.
So we were able to change the protocol, focusing on this diagnosis of a T-cell lymphoma, got the lymphoma into remission, and as you know, Grace is doing great today.
As you can see, I'm thrilled that we did with the biopsy and went ahead and tried to work with treatment. And I promised myself that I would only continue that as long as she was feeling good. I don't really think it's great to prolong lives for just our sake, as hard as it is, but if they're doing great and happy, then it's absolutely worth it. She's playful, she can run around, she's in awesome shape for a 9-year-old Bernese Mountain Dog.